Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get your skate every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Hello. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Have a Tuesday. Hello.
Yeah.
Virginia's talking about her boat ride she took yesterday afternoon. Looked like a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, it was probably the best boat ride I've ever taken.
Okay.
This boat, my friend bought it at the beginning of COVID. Remember when the world was like, oh my gosh, the world is ending. It's awful. Mm-hmm. Before people started buying boats. Because like 6 months into COVID, boat prices like tripled.
Oh, did they really?
They
Wow.
bought this boat at a steal of a deal.
Okay.
And then after they bought it, the owners came back to them and offered them more than they paid to buy it back. And now it's worth like millions more than they paid for it.
That kind of reminds me of my G.I. Joe figure Roadblock. I bought him at $23, Kevin, 3 years ago. He's up to 78 bones now.
Do you mind? Adults are talking.
So they got a sweet deal by the time that they had bought it. It was the right time.
Yeah, and if they want to
Yeah.
sell it right now, they make a huge profit off of it. But they also said that boat may have saved our marriage because, you know, COVID was stressful and everybody was edgy and upset, and he would come home and there was just pressure, and the boat became a place for them and their whole family to go and relax and slow down and bond. You know, the kids love the boat, of course. They could bring their friends, and then mom and dad have their own like separate stateroom that's like away from the kids.
Stateroom.
Yes,
That's very
Kevin.
fancy. That's a big one.
This was the biggest girl I've ever partied on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like an 80-foot or something like that?
81 with the swim dock.
Dang. Okay.
This boat has its own boat underneath it.
Wow.
It has a mini
That's,
boat.
yeah, that's how you know you got a big boat, huh?
I'd never seen anything like it.
Okay.
They have food on this bitch?
They had it fully catered. They had 3 courses of food.
Was it fancy food or was it okay?
Course 1, they had wraps, they had sandwiches, they had hot cheese and soft pretzels. They had stone crab claws. They had cocktail shrimp.
How many people are on this thing?
Not more than 12. It was a very small group. It was an intimate gathering.
It was interesting timing. They chose a Monday afternoon.
Look, if I had to, I would call in sick to be able to go because it was that cool.
Is it me or does it almost kind of sound like they were kind of like the beginning of a sex party or something?
No.
12 people?
No, there was kids there.
All right.
Everybody
Never
had their
mind.
kids.
Okay, never mind. Bad
I
joke.
got weird and fast.
Thanks for ruining that.
I
Fuck.
took Magnolia.
All right, fuck, I'm sorry. I wasn't listening in the beginning.
Ew, oof.
Shit. I apologize. Don't email me. Send it to Kevin.
I'll delete it.
I'll delete it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was special. It was very special, and I'm very grateful for being invited.
So you're having some Monday cocktails then?
Yeah, because they had a bartender.
Okay.
And the bartender was making these delicious, fresh, muddled strawberry margaritas with fresh strawberry, fresh lime. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I could tell. I figured you're probably getting a little bit loose because the email started popping from Virginia. She's like, I got a resolution. I'm going to have more fun. I'm going to stop being a fuddy-duddy.
Oh, fuck.
I was
You
like,
got one of those emails?
Yeah. I'm
no.
like, oh, Virginia is now pledging that she's going to go and have more fun in 2022. I thought she had a lot of fun in 2021.
Did you write back, what the fuck are you talking about, send?
I just saw that, and then we had a little chat going on talking about things you could shave with other than the honey, and Virginia sent a very graphic text back, and I was like, I'm like, okay, she's probably, it was the kind of text that you probably fire off After you've had maybe a couple fresh muddled.
That's right.
Cocktails.
I did see the text thread. Are you referring to the text message thread when she says we can use period blood to use?
Yeah, it's that was like, you don't know how to respond to that one.
No,
Yeah.
that wasn't meant for the radio. That was just meant for you clowns, you jackass.
Oh, I thought the nest. My bad. I'm sorry.
I was trying to
I'm sorry.
I was just trying to be like, so
Well, you
inappropriate.
Win. You win at that point.
Damn, I'm really cramping your style on this podcast.
Damn.
He is undercutting her at every corner.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not supposed to tell people I said that.
Oh, whatever. You've said way more vulgar shit than that on the air. Believe me, it's nothing. I didn't know I wasn't allowed to say anything. I did not know.
I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
So it was a fun day, though. And it's good that they are enjoying it. I talked to a lot of people that have done the boat thing. It's, way out of my league and thoughts, but they always sound like they're very stressful. And that old saying of the 2 best days on a boat are the day you buy it and the day you sell it or something like that.
Well, this wasn't a boat. Okay, this was a yacht. And so when you get a yacht,
that's a different saying.
it's a different thing because you never drive your own yacht. He had 2 captains. They drove the yacht, and then he had a bartender and a chef, and they prepared all the food. So, I mean, this husband and wife literally just sit back with their children and enjoy the day and have stress-free. I mean, if that's what you're doing, that adds to your peacefulness of your whole family tenfold.
Sounds like you got some good living going on over there, Cuesta.
I didn't want to get off the boat.
Living well. He's got the high life over there.
I think the fanciest boat I've ever been on has been one of the KVJ boats we've done.
Hakuna Matata?
I think that's oh, no, I've been on a gambling boat. That was fancy. They had good. If this makes sense, they had good shitty buffet food.
Cruise ships don't count because anybody can get on those. You just pay to go on and then you're on.
No, you're not special.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, you're not Virginia.
You could. My friends probably would want you to come on the boat with us at some
You
point.
just got to entertain everybody.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's gonna be
Dance
it.
monkey.
Here, shave your leg with honey.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Miller Beer Dan's like, their marriage was in trouble and they bought a fancy ass boat. Life must be hard. It is always just interesting to see rich people and what their lives are like and what they do and what's considered tough, and also too how they make their money. I'm always just fascinated. I started off today, talking about what's on your mind is. Somebody who knows a little bit about those kind of things was talking about why the feds had raided an art gallery on Worth Avenue in Palm Beach. And he was telling me about how a lot of wealthy people, that's how they transfer their wealth is through art. It's a loophole kind of thing where if you buy a $45 million painting, you can pass it on to your kids and avoid a lot of the tax things. I don't get any of that crap, so I don't have that kind of money or deal with that kind of stuff. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. And so with that, it's a shell game where they're always trying to hide money from the government. And the government's always trying to find it, is how it all goes down.
It's interesting. It's very interesting to see how it all goes down, and then to learn okay, so they worked hard during COVID, and they did things to make money during COVID by being smart and creative and forming relationships. I like to hear people's stories of how they hustled and worked their buns off, and that is this couple's story. Nobody gave them this money. They worked and they diversified and they did multiple things, and to me, that's the heart of a hustler, and I have nothing but respect for that.
And I'm a fan of when people call someone's ass buns. I love that term.
Because you like bread.
I do like bread. And I like ass.
And you like ass.
I like bready ass.
You should eat ass, like PBR said.
I couldn't believe we were able to say that on the air today. When you said that, I kind of jumped back and go, can we just say eat ass on the air?
I don't know if you're allowed to say eat ass. But it's a little late now.
It is.
But it's funny. And look, you were just reading a topical story. I would be able to defend that because that's a national story.
It is a national story.
I think you could say it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think you can say it.
You can.
It's a gray area. But you could fight it, and you probably win.
It's more of a brown area.
It is. If you want to get technical. Yeah.
Eat ass.
That's unbelievable.
That's such a
So
term.
awesome that it was like that on a major corporation's Twitter.
Well, what I'm trying to figure out, was the person serious, or was it a person who was on their way out the door and they're like, I'm going to stick it to PBR by sending out this tweet? Or did they really think by tweeting out, screw whatever it is, dry January, eat ass? It was just so.
It's such a bold, big statement.
It's kind of like Virginia's like period blood test.
Yes.
You're like, what?
It's too much.
You're
It's
just like-
shocking.
you're just like, wait, what?
That wasn't
Did I just
shocking.
read that right? Am I reading that right?
Eat ass is very much period blood. It's on the
Yeah.
same level. It's wildly inappropriate.
I mean, but you're talking to your clowns. You're talking to
I'm
your
talking to my
crew.
clowns,
Yeah.
my crew. I wasn't the social media face of a major beer brand. You do not expect that from that kind of a powerful corporation.
Yeah.
Which is why it's so awesome.
But so that means what? Somebody that was doing social media, the manager didn't. They trusted him. Didn't think they're going to go rogue.
That's
like
what
that?
I'd like to hear. What exactly happened? Was it somebody that just stepped out a little too far, or were they trying to make PBR look bad?
Great question.
That's what I don't. And they didn't have that part in the story.
It may have been just that social media is managed by a group of young people,
Mm-hmm.
which, they know everything about social media. And maybe they don't have a checks and balances. Maybe nobody has to sign off on post because nobody's ever done anything like this before.
I bet they do now.
And so the young team just said, oh, this is going to be great. We're
Yeah.
going to be edgy like Wendy's.
Yeah.
Because Wendy's gets a lot of Twitter love for their edgy.
And it's a fine line. When you go edgy, you're on a tightrope. It's either you are masterful with it, like Wendy's has been, or you do a PBR where just an eat ass is like, what?
You better have a really good gauge for that tightrope.
Well, that's why you never know. When you throw something out there, sometimes eat ass could be a home run. You
Yeah.
don't know.
Well,
you don't know. You never know when
it's-
you're going to throw something out, whether it's going to be funny or well received
It
or
was
not.
split. It sounded like half the people were high-fiving and knuckle-bumping this person.
Yeah, it makes me want to buy PBR.
Right, and that's what they said. They said half of the people loved it, but then, and I'd like to know if it was really a 50-50 split or they're saying half and half, but then there was the other half that was saying, and they were less upset about the eat ass comment as they were about how they were really knocking the dry January, where people abstaining from alcohol for a month because they were like, what a dumb concept. You're a loser if you don't drink for a month.
there is, there's Kevin's completely
That was
right.
what the bigger problem
There
was
e-
with.
I'll even get comments sometimes when we are over, in their eyes, over glamorizing drinking. I'll get comments saying you guys don't sound cool. I mean, it does rub
Yeah.
people the wrong way.
This may not be the show for you if that is the opinion you are of.
I mean, at this point, I think y'all know we're
You guys,
Vikings.
we're pirates.
That's pretty much it.
Now we're pirates that drink PBR.
Yeah. A Great White Buffalo in the chat room said, yeah, the guy who typed that definitely has tattoos, a man bun, scruff, skinny jeans.
Totally.
Only listens to underground music.
He's a young person.
Probably, yeah.
And his sensibilities might not be set the way that like a 45-year-old executive at PBR is.
But that's who you want to have writing it, because I think PBR is now a hipster beer.
It is. You're
yeah,
right.
So if you are young 20s, I think that's what my son drinks. He's 23, lives in Atlanta. I think he'll go out. I've seen him with a PBR before.
PBR is now a hipster beer. You are absolutely right.
Okay. I got a text on the art thing. Somebody said, you do know that Hunter Biden has been selling his art for huge amounts of money. It's been a big conversation piece for months. The White House just keeps saying his art is just worth the money. Yeah, fascinating stuff where that was part of it as well, where the conversation I'd have is not only do you buy expensive art and then pass it and try to hurdle tax codes, but you also have overvalued art. And some people are like going, okay, that's not worth $1 million.
Yeah, John Lennon.
Yeah. But again, it's all relative.
It's worth it because of John Lennon
Of course.
and who he is.
So they're fabricating the values and everything else and just saying, look, I'm just trying to find a way to get through the federal government to not have to pay them money and give you all the money.
Wait,
And so
politicians do this?
Art is a way to, I mean, anybody, with wealth and all that stuff, I guess apparently that's one of the things that they do, where that's the cat and mouse game,
Totally.
is them just, they transfer art And it could be worth crap, and that was it. They would have like a $1 painting and be like, "That's worth $50 million. Here's $50 million. I'm not going to pay taxes on it."
Well, didn't some son of a biscuit throw on a banana peel on a canvas, and then I don't know, put
That's
a hand
happened,
frame?
yeah.
This is my banana piece.
It did, and I think that sold for $200,000.
Yeah,
something like
That
So-
Banksy thing that was half shredded.
But you know what? It does kind of make sense now. When you see a ridiculous piece of art and they say it sold for $10 million, you're like, that's dumb. Who would buy that? And why would you buy that for that amount of money? Maybe it makes sense that they don't really care about they think it sucks too. They're
it's
just
the
trying
value of it.
Yeah, the value, and they're trying to find a way to transfer wealth without paying taxes.
And it sounds like
Yeah.
there's more hype with some of these art. That's a big part of the art piece is the hype that goes around it.
I only got the thumbnail teaser video from this person. It sounded like you could watch a whole Netflix documentary on the scam of art.
Look at Kevin
With rich people.
blowing up the whole cover of the art world.
Well, I just asked him, I'm like, I don't understand why the feds would give a crap about going to an art gallery. Why would the FBI be raiding an art gallery? And he's like, well, here's why.
Damn.
And then when I was like, that opened my eyes. I'm like, wow, okay.
There's
now
so
I
much
get
you
it.
don't know.
Yeah, because like I said, it's not anything I'm ever really looking into. But yeah, that's how they do it. So it's always the rich trying to stay ahead of the feds, Virginia. Noelle sent an email. She said, hey, happy Tuesday. Where's the dirt and the viral audio?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, here we go. If they're taking a hiatus or are they gone for good, please keep spiking pop culture stories in throughout the show, though, so I can keep up with my coworkers at lunch. Yeah, it was just something that right now, we always try to do new things, and coming into the new year, it's a good time to try something different. And we've kicked around the concept of the dirt for a while. And, is it love? Do we need to have it? Do we need to do it as much as we do it? Are we doing it the right way? And, one of our consultants, our radio coach, he's one of those people like, I don't know. Do you guys really need to do it? So we thought, well, maybe we try it this way, where you just kind of spike in stories that are necessary. Because sometimes when you have a feature set up like the dirt, it's like, okay, now we got to find stories to fill the dirt of the day rather than doing it the other way around. Where if the stories are good enough, then they're deserving of doing it. Virginia doesn't have to find 3 stories, and we talk about 2 things that, maybe nobody really gives a shit about. And then we find... okay, the story that does matter. So, yeah, so we're not going to get rid of entertainment stuff. We're just kind of trying it around this way for that reason. So that, some of those stories, we could probably cut that out of today's show. Now we'll do it. And we're going to reassess after Friday. So if you got an opinion on it, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, this is a time, if you love it and you miss it, let us know now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this would be the week, because on Friday we're all going to sit and we're going to say, how did it feel? Do you like it? We're doing it the right way, and so we always like you guys being involved with the situations.
I'm seeing some fuckers saying they missed the dirt.
Oh, yeah. Well, I talked to my wife. My wife is like, she was the one I was afraid to tell because she loves the dirt. That's like her thing. She loves all the entertainment stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean, people are already giving suggestions. Maybe if you do it once a day, twice a day instead of the 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
There was one time we did do it twice a day. We did it in the 7 and then the 6 and the 8, I believe.
It used to be, way back in the day, we did it maybe 7 and 9, something like that, and it would go for 15 minutes sometimes. We just were, long form, talking about whatever the hell was going on. And then, then we had, what was it, 3, the 6, 7, 8, and 9. Oh, we had 4, right? And then we got rid of the 9. We had 3. Yeah, so then we had 3. But I started doing that with the viral audio, because the viral audio was always sitting there, and there'd be days to be like, there's nothing good to play. It's nothing, I'm not going to waste anybody's time with this. So that was always kind of if you need it. And I actually did some viral audio today. I like that one little clip that Fallon had. So we ran that. So, yeah, we're just trying to figure it out. So if you guys have any thoughts on it, let us know.
A lot of comments coming in. A lot of people liking the dirt.
Yeah, I'll have Suits
maybe
put
adjusting it though.
Yeah, I'll have Suits put up a poll right now. Do you like the dirt of the day? Do you want the dirt of the day back? Dirt, no dirt, or do it a different way? Maybe those are 3 options.
Yeah, because the one I'm seeing a lot is do the dirt, but do it less. Don't do it 3 times. Maybe do it twice or once.
Well, the one thing that, I had thought of and where it really kind of started was, I think the dirt was good, but we were starting the show right away with the dirt. And that's where, to me, I'm like, well, maybe that's not the right placement. Because, what the show's about, it's about the people who are on it. It's not a celebrity entertainment base. That's not the first foot forward we put. You'll get it, but that's not it. It's about what we do in our lives. So to start off the show with that, I was like, maybe we can rearrange that.
You're awfully quiet, Sinicky. Yeah, I love it.
Well, here's my take on the dirt. I might be too close to it to chime in. I don't think I should say anything about it. I'd rather hear about it.
Is this your time to listen?
Yeah. Yeah, motherfucker. It is. Because the thing about the dirt is it's the segment that, I did. And, if it goes away, a part of me feels like, okay, I'm less valuable. And
that's
so
not true.
I don't want to feel like that. But I think I just have to not be involved in the discussion. I want listeners to say what they think. Because I'm too close to it.
Well, and you are great at find dirt stories that I don't see and doesn't come around. And so I think, I don't want to lose that element either, because you'll find some great stories. It's like, oh, I didn't see that anywhere. That was
Not
good.
every day I do.
No, and that's just it. It's like when you do, though,
Right.
that belongs in the show, and that's what you don't want to whiff on. You don't want to miss on that, because you'll find something and then you'll hear it 2 days later somewhere else.
Right.
The dirt's not going anywhere. I can already tell. The dirt will be back on the show by Friday. I mean, too many people are supporting bringing the dirt back, and you sound on top of you sounding sad.
I don't sound sad.
There's no way the dirt's not coming back.
I don't want to sound sad. I actually don't want to have an opinion about it because I feel like it's not for me to say.
Sure, I see what you're saying. Absolutely. Yeah, let me reflect and hear what other people say. And I think
Yes.
I'm kind of the same way. I'm always just going around asking people and trying to do references on that. Even when, our morning show coach is saying that, I'm like, okay, well, what's the sample of this? Where are you getting this reference? Where is this happening? And their thought is that if you are into the dirt or entertainment news, you already know the stories. But my point is, I know all the sports stories for the most part, but I like to hear people's conversations.
Sure, their
on it.
commentary.
Let me hear what you got to say about Antonio Brown flipping the fuck out on Sunday. And that's what I'm here for. I already know that he did. I just want to hear your discussion of it. So, I think that won't go away. But our thought was maybe instead of having 3 stories together, you do one
Packaged.
story at a time.
Right.
And then you really give some breath to it. You play audio around like the Betty White we'd had yesterday. That would have eaten up. I would hate to have thrown that into the dirt of the day.
Oh, sure. No,
because
you wouldn't
That
have.
took us like 8 to 10 minutes to do that. And at that point, you've gone on too long with the entertainment news.
No, I think even in 2021, if she would have died earlier in the year before you got rid of the dirt, you would have taken your time with Betty White outside of the dirt.
So the entertainment news isn't going to go anywhere. That's still going to be a part of the show, and that's not really even the question. It's just, do we just sprinkle it throughout the show, or do we have a dedicated segment where we're trying to find 3 stories worthy of talking about that time?
Old way or new way?
Yeah, that's it.
That's the battle with everything in life. It's always the old versus the new.
So
Yeah.
literally, everybody listening is watching old dogs try new tricks. It can
Got
be
to.
done, motherfucker.
Yeah, always got to be
But
changing.
that's how all this stuff goes. You always gotta, is this right? Is that right? Fuck, no, I don't know.
We're radio. We love to overanalyze ourselves.
I'm whatever. What the fuck you guys want to do? I don't care.
Karen has a question about the show. She said, is it just me, or have the theme songs for most of the bits been sped up a little? Like all the songs are a bit on fast forward. Maybe I'm crazy. I noticed it a few weeks ago. LOL. I've obviously been a
pitching
long
them
time
up?
listener.
We know that the person that emailed that, we believe, because he, I'm not sure who that is, but they're the only person that had that complaint. There's buttons sometimes you can hit on your device that can speed things up, and you don't realize you're speeding things up.
And I noticed this on the app because I do listen to a lot of podcasts. On the Apple iPhone podcast app, it used to just be you could listen to it in halftime, which is slow, or you could listen to it in real time, which is the 1x, or you could listen to it in time and a half, which was the 1x and the half. But now there's a 1 1/4, which I think is fascinating because there are some podcasts that I listen to that I get annoyed because they're talking a little bit too slow for me. I want to pace that shit up a little bit. And 1 1/4 is the perfect speed specifically on this one bitch that talks too slow. And I'm really happy they added 1 1/4.
People do that on our YouTube too. That's when we sound drunk.
Oh, yeah, they changed
When they
shit on
slow it down.
Yeah, but the songs have not been sped up. No.
Got an email here. Potential idea from Mike said, hey, have you guys ever thought about who can do the best impressions of you guys? They could send you a message on the WRMF app plug for the audio impressions and vote on who has the best one of you guys.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, love it.
If people would do it, yeah, it'd be fun. I'd play it.
Totally.
If you guys think you do a good impression of somebody on the show.
We'd have to get a little stockpile of them, so not just like 1 or 2.
But yeah, start sending those in. You can.
Definitely.
And like I'd said too, I want to start using more people's voices, even on some of the production pieces that we use for KVJ. So if you have something that you want to say about the show or a segment that you like or something that you like about it, send us something on the WRMF app, and then we can start spiking that in. You can hear yourself being, hey, that was me. I said that.
Even if you hate something, send that one in too, because that might be funny.
I hate the dirt of the day.
This is an interesting email that Keith had sent us here. He'd seen a post on one of those neighborhood blogs. It was on the Port St. Lucie garage sale group. It says, ladies, Valentine's Day is fast approaching. Don't know what to get your man? Well, here you go. The ultimate gift for him and you, with over 120 hours of some of the best classic adult entertainment videos. This will be sure to keep your man busy while leaving you to have your peace and quiet time you deserve. Buy today for full asking price, and I'll throw in 3 mystery tapes and a box of mystery chocolates. Sorry, no previews.
Get it.
And take a look. This is somebody's videotape porn collection from the 80s. Basically, that they're selling.
Panda would love that.
Panda would love that.
Panda loves 80s porn.
He loves 80s porn like I love 80s toys.
I'm trying to look at some of the titles here. You've got
Just put an offer for me, please.
$250 is what they're going for right now.
That's a good deal, but you could probably get them down to 200.
That's a lot of money.
You'll get Homie in the Haystack, CIA Talent Scout. Let me see if I can read some of the other ones that are here. Nurses. That's just the title on that one. Okay. 3, whatever that is. Some probably.
Yeah, some threesome.
Yeah.
As the golden age of the threesome porn, Virginia, was the 80s.
That was when the threesome was fresh.
Well, it was more 70s, they really hit the threesome hard.
Yeah, that is the Port St. Lucie online garage sale.
That does not at all sound disgusting. I mean, there's at least 3 pHs in there. Pubic hair.
Yeah.
You know there's some Port St. Lucie pizzle hair in there.
What's this dried stain?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Port St. Lucie semen.
You don't want a dried pizzle stain.
No, you
Trust
do
me.
not. That's not against the pizzle. It's more a commentary about the stain.
And let me see, what else do we got here? I just wanted to give Kelly our condolences. She had lost her dog, Rocco. Passed over the Rainbow Bridge on New Year's Eve. I miss him so much and need some advice from Jaybird. I'm torn and depressed and can't go about my day without waking up and crying all day. What do you do? There's a photo of Rocco. It is always tough.
Can we get a photo of her?
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, it's Chewy's 1-year anniversary of his death. I can't believe it's been a year.
Wow.
And
Okay.
I understand your pain, and time's going to be your best friend. The only thing I ever say is try to stay busy, try to stay creative. The pain's going to be there, but if you do try to keep your mind occupied, that'll subside a bit. But it's going to be tough for you. My heart goes out to you.
Is she single? Because maybe you could comfort her in person. Hey. Your dead dog, my dead dog. Let's rub them.
It's great fun chat, isn't it?
Oh yeah, can't wait for that.
Yeah, let's connect that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It is tough, but hopefully
is.
time heals all wounds.
Try to stay busy.
Okay.
Really, serious. Try to stay busy with things you like.
Okay, there you go.
That's hard, though.
Treat yourself.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you very much for all the emails, especially the ones with low-grade porn tapes.
That was a That's a good email.
That's a special collection. A little overpriced, but special nonetheless.
I mean, that was gross.
And you still have to have a VCR to be able to get down with those.
Oh, yeah.
But good news, you can still get a VCR at pawn shops.
Okay, there you go. They all seem to go hand in hand, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
This is the kind of lewd, gross material we're looking for here on the KVJ Show. So thank you guys so much. Send them to us. Mail at kvjshow.com. Y'all have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.